Okay, I'm here with Mike Kone from Rene Herse Bicycles, based out of Boulder, Colorado, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this 650B randonnée bike here.
Alrighty, this is a randonneur bike. What defines a randonneur bike typically is we have racks, we have a lighting system, we have fenders. It's designed for long distance but still fairly quick, spirited riding. The most famous randonneur ride is Paris-Brest-Paris, which is a 1,200 kilometer ride that you have to complete in 90 hours. So this bicycle, one of the interesting features about it is the lighting system. We have a Schmidt generator hub. It has wiring going through the fork to a powerful LED light here, and it actually, the light is controlled by an on-off switch over at the top of the stem. Also, we keep the wiring for the lighting internal. There's a carbon brush and a brass slip ring inside the head tube, steering tube junction, and the wire goes through the frame and powers the rear taillight. The taillight unit is handmade by us, and the unit incorporates some commercially available parts that enable us to put a stand light feature into it as well. This bike is 650B tires. Now, the 650B tires, the nice thing about them is they're incredibly wide, they're very comfortable, but they're also very, very fast. So you can actually, on a bike like this, ride with kind of the fast crew, and you can then peel off and go on a dirt road, which makes it a lot of fun. When you use to build a bike like this, so we do have some issues on the clearances. So we need a wider fork crown. So this fork crown is actually a twin plate crown that we have specially machined, and then a lot of it's really just hand built and then assembled. Another area we have some issues is down at the bottom bracket shell. You have to have the chainstays wide enough to accommodate that tire and the fenders. So one of the issues you get into is that the stock bottom bracket shells that you can buy really don't have the right angle to accept those chainstays. You have to do a lot of bending of the stock unit. Right. So we actually make our own bottom bracket shells. That bottom bracket shell is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pieces of steel TIG welded together, then filleted, brazed, then cut and shaped to make the shell. Okay. And then we can get, say, the angles that we like. Also, the lugs on this bike are made in that same way too. Most people just take a lug out of the box and cut the tubing and fit it all together. We actually, to make a lug, we take 2 pieces of tubing, TIG weld it, then it's fillet brazed, then shaped, and then that becomes the lug. And again, what that enables us to do is we can use any geometry, any diameter. We're not really bound by any commercially available parts. We can just make what we need.
Right.
So.
And what kind of steel do you build with?
Typically we use a True Temper Platinum OX, or we might use some Reynolds 853. You know, one of the modern tubes, you know, that basically it's very high tensile strength, a little more dent resistant than some of the older tubes. This frame is built with slightly oversized tubing. We sometimes build with skinny tubes, but we can really, because we make the lugs and the shell, we can really work with any materials that are appropriate for the customer's needs.
All right, great.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.